Hello, welcome back to another episode of the
Kevin Haelen Super Show.
hosted by me, Kevin Scribner, and your co-host,
Haelen Hernandez.
So Haelen, even though we scummily said that this was recorded on the same day of our previous podcast, how do you feel? Even though
Wait, what are you talking about? It's been a week.
Oh yeah, this is live. They just,
Our past selves lied, and man, now we researched the LGBTQ. They have more letters. They have more letters than their. Sorry, I was trying real hard to keep that joke. But if you're new to this whole series, this is just me and Kevin. Obviously, it's in the title. This is a podcast, but we talk about many things.
Even controversial
stuff. About video games, even controversial stuff. But it somehow leads to video games, and then goes back to controversial stuff. But if you haven't seen the first episode,
oh wait, no, I got it wrong, bro. Here's the continuation. I was wrong. It's not the LGBTQIA, whatever sandwich XYZ. It's actually the LGBTQIP2 SAA. And yes, you heard me correctly. The number 2.
Wow, even numbers are getting their own genders, huh?
What is a 2? Identify as a 2. Feel me?
Because you're too great?
Yeah. First is the worst, second is the best.
There's a gender for that now.
And there's like a K in there somewhere. I'm not even lying.
For Kevin.
Yeah, if you identify as a Kevin, I appreciate it.
And then the H and the acronyms stands for Haelen, so there you go. Now there's a gender for everyone.
So, speaking of stuff. Just stuff.
Speaking of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, stuff's pretty great, right?
Have you heard of anything stupid lately?
Yes.
Okay, you'll go on about it.
I find it pretty stupid that, so yesterday I had an interview, not gonna specify where, but, apparently the people like me, it was a group interview, but, the managers, I guess the supervisors who were there, they took interest in me, and then they gave me a second interview immediately, and I went today, and they basically told me, hey, you can get the job, but you can only work like 4 hours. But you can get the job, and only work two times a day, and on top of that, the
2 times a week, you mean?
I'm bad. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm tripping out. 2 times a week, and
they were on your school weeks or school days or your college.
No, not that. It was mainly the reason why they said that, yes, is because of my school schedule. But on top of that, this place is pretty far, so. All that money that I get in my paycheck will just go to gas money, so it's like, no, I'm good. But what's it called? Luckily, they did say that they would consider me for the summer. So if things work out, then yeah. But still, I feel like you gotta tell I don't know. And I'm just ranting at this point, but I feel like you gotta tell people beforehand, like, if you're getting the job and like you're like, oh yeah, hey, you're a super cool guy, but your schedule's crap. I feel like you should say that beforehand, not make the person go all the way over there.
Just to troll them.
Yeah, just tell them. I mean, I can see how some people would take the 2 days a week. Okay, that works as your schedule, fine. But I feel like that should be informed way beforehand. But yeah, I feel like that was kind of stupid.
Speaking of stupid, I forgot to mention this last time. Have you ever heard of paid mods? You know how PC you could use mods like Nexus mods for like Skyrim and Fallout and all that?
Yeah.
Well, Bethesda's. I forgot to mention the Creation Club. It seems like the news died out about it. Basically, they would sell you mods and call them mini DLC, but it was just straight up paid mods that they promised wasn't going to be like you would not find anywhere else or copied. But it turns out like you could find their little paid mods, quote unquote, or paid DLC, quote unquote, which is basically just paid mods. Yeah, they just copied and just reused it, and they would purpose. You can't buy it with money. You have to buy it with their currency, which you buy with real money.
Oof.
But there's for example when they do something scumbaggy. For example, something costs 800, right?
Yeah.
800 whatever Bethesda points.
Yeah.
But the cheapest pack is $750 for like $8 or something. or the pack that's close to it, and then the next pack is 1,500. So you can't just buy, which is like 20 or 15. So you're not allowed. You can't buy. It's basically stupid because you can't buy exactly the amount needed. And so you had to buy even more points than you actually need.
Yeah.
But that's not the only problem. The other problem is it's fucking stupid. It's paid mods that you could get for free on Nexus mods, and they're generally better.
That's crazy. See,
that's the gaming industry.
I know. Yeah, tying back to our first podcast, kind of like, see, crap like that. It's just, man, I don't know. It's so pointless. Like, of course, especially with that, of course, pay to win is one thing, but of course, like, for the fact that you can get that for free on the internet, and then on top of that, you have to buy their currency or pay for the points and all that. It's like, I don't know, like, that type of crap. Like, do you really need $20 more in your pocket? I mean, these companies, like, do you really need to? I mean, now you're just really milking. Like, I can kind of see, if a game takes success, yeah, I can see how people can milk it. But if your game,
and it's Skyrim too,
going nowhere.
Especially one of the main targets of Skyrim, and Skyrim's been milked the shit out of since 2011. I got it like week 1, like basically. It didn't really see mainstream, or at least I didn't really hear anything personally from anyone I knew. But then like it became mainstream and it just got milked.
Oh yeah, big time. And of course, going on the Switch, or isn't it already? No, it's not on the Switch yet, right?
No. Oh yeah, it's coming out. Kind of want to get it now.
See, that'd be pretty cool because that's of course. I mean, everyone has his own, but it's the first.
But it's not a special edition, is it? Dang.
I don't know.
It's basically like the Nvidia tablet.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, I mean, it's made with the same chip or whatever, some of the same integral parts.
Yeah. And of course, what's it called? This is one of the first portable Skyrims. And of course, yeah, you can bring your laptop with you, plug in Skyrim. But of course, this is a more convenient way to play Skyrim, considering that you got your Joy-Cons and all that. And sure, the battery on the Switch might be crap, but if you buy one of those what's it called, the portable battery power bricks, you should be good.
Yeah.
But as far as the DLC, I don't know. That's man. That's it isn't.
It's nasty. It's anti-consumer.
I'm sorry to bring it up, but isn't Minecraft doing that too?
Paid mods. Oh yeah, they were the first ones to do that. Wasn't it just paid texture packs and skins?
Yeah. At first it was that, but now it's legit.
I'm not trying to be offensive here, but we always bring the controversy to the table. But Minecraft is. I'm not gonna say who. You can basically guess who I'm implying. But it's for those of special standards now. You ever seen video clips from like their Minecraft? It's not. It was cool when it first came out. I admit I used to play with my brother, but now it's the fan base kind of ruins it. Just like how Undertale was ruined. And both of them have something in common with their majority of mainstream fan base being, of special requirements. It starts with the letter A, folks. You can guess from there.
Would go on.
I forgot where I was going with that. I just roasted them for no reason.
No, definitely, yeah, but they're going back to they were one of the first people to do the paid mods type of a deal. But see, I don't know.
Call them paid deals. No matter how much they deny it, Bethesda's done this before. They're like a big target for this shit. The funniest thing is they promise quality in their mods, like quality and stability. The thing is, they haven't, ever since Fallout 3 in New Vegas, their quality has been utter fucking garbage. No one fucking likes their quality. It's a great game. They release great games, but they're questionable.
Mods.
A bunch of updates. The paid mods thing was recent. Well, the re-emergence of it.
Yeah.
But so has loot boxes. It just seems this is the year of becoming microtransactions. So it seems to be the same thing for 2018.
Yeah, it's a sweet and sour year, but
indie games be taking off.
Yep, and of course the platformer genre, as we were talking in the last podcast.
And then the upcoming indie Smash Brothers game is called Indie Pogo. Unfortunately, it wasn't on Indiegogo; it was on Kickstarter. I mean, it's definitely going to beat out the Rise of Aether. I can already see it because the Rise of Aether idiotically promoted themselves in a tournament one time, and they were like teasing it. They did a fake Melee HD trailer, and this is at a Melee tournament. Everyone's excited, and it just turned out to be Rise of Aether. You ever heard of that game?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I've been playing it a lot recently. Yeah, when they did that, it was career suicide. It got a shit ton of dislikes. Everyone hated it for pretending to be something it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was so disrespectful.
You know, when it comes to like remakes, what's it called? Are you familiar with Brawlhalla? You know?
Brawlhalla? Sounds familiar.
It's kind of old actually at this point, or probably like 3 or 4 years. But going back to it, like Brawlhalla at least had a respectable, like it acknowledges that it's not Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was.
I don't know. I actually don't know where it went. Like as far as like.
Yeah, it died off. Just like the Rise of Aether, though. I can guarantee you that.
It died off pretty quickly, but my whole point is that they were aware of who they are, and they were aware that they weren't Smash Brothers, and they just kind of made a humble approach, like, hey, this isn't Smash Brothers, but you know, it's taking on like what if, like the what if scenario. It's like, what if Smash Brothers was on the PC and was like online for the PC, and then you know, it was a humble idea, and then like it maybe not took off all the way. It tried, but at least that's a more it's a safer way to do it, in my opinion. Like, don't be all like scumbaggy about it, or like stuck up like, oh yeah, you know, this is Melee.
But
we're the next Smash Brothers.
If they did that, Nintendo would sue them up the ass.
Oh, well,
Nintendo's very protective with their content. Unfortunately, otherwise I'd have like some. Otherwise, I'd probably edit in some like Nintendo music playing in the background very quietly as we talk.
Very subtly. Would they actually? I was gonna ask you. Would they really? I mean, would they really get ticked off if, like, let's say, okay, I play. Let's say, I don't know.
That's why we Sega boys now.
The Ridley theme from Super Metroid.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably play some Sega music in the back. I'm kind of like. I kind of like Capcom's and SNK's fighting background music. Like their fighting music is really chill. I've seen some of my favorite YouTubers do it, like Lol Tear God, if you've ever heard of him. Amazing streamer. Yeah. He's like a troll.
He's a pretty great guy.
Yeah. He rages a lot. Well, I feel like that's an act, but he's generally entertaining and a good character, despite the controversy. Speaking of which, I wanted to, speaking of controversy, have you ever heard of Momo, the cosplayer?
Momo, what?
The cosplayer?
No, I've not heard of Momo.
Well, she's been subject of controversy. She herself is just no offense to anyone seeing this, or to Momo herself. She's of the large variety, but she's also she's also very revealing. She's on that XL variety. It's very revealing. She's
just to re-clarify, we're not talking about Momo Kun, right? No.
Momo Kun.
Yeah, because there's someone else who you're describing that is kind of in the thicker side. But just Momo, right? Because there's another cosplayer named Momo Kun, and they're also on the XL side of things, and I actually don't know if there's any controversy under her. But
yeah, my bad. It was Momo Kun. Yeah.
Really? Okay, so I know of her, and for some reason, like what's it called, on my Instagram, mind you, I don't follow any cosplayers. For some reason, she pops up, and it's like based on people you follow. She looks like
she smells like fish. I'm just gonna say it. No more pizza.
Wait, no.
Let me say something real quick.
Okay.
All right, you go first.
No, I was just gonna say, just fill me on the controversy, because I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's not really controversy. There's just something that she was basically called out with a 4-letter word. Everyone should know this. Thought. If you don't know what that means, it means that hoe over there. And she was called upon by none other than the legend himself, Lol Tear God. But the reason I brought this up is because he brings a good point. If you want to see the video, it was called Stop falling for these female cosplayers too. It's like a second one.
I don't want to watch it right now.
My little tear god. He basically brings up. I'll share it to you. Or maybe like somehow show everyone the thumbnail or do something so people.
Yeah.
Because
Of course, continue.
he's very comedic with it, but he brings up a good point. Like she's only doing this for attention and money, and just not for like the idea of being a cosplayer herself. She's just doing it to be a hoe. It's like
what's it called? Actually, what's it called? I know of Momo. I've known of Momo-kun for a while.
Well, yeah, I know her too, but like no one seems to call her out.
At first, what's it called? It did seem like she was going somewhere as far as like, oh, body positivity, and what's it called?
No, she's just being a hoe.
That movement, that movement has kind of been out there for like recently, and I can kind of, I was like, okay, that's just a movement, and some people, yeah, of course, you know, there's gonna be some people who have go way over the top for that thing, and now just they're not going anywhere with it, and of course they're just being. But what's it called? I was like, okay, whatever, she's doing that, right? But now, you know, now she's just really just, it's not even cosplay, it's just like, oh, look she's how a reference or an anime. Yeah, a reference an anime or cosplay
of a game
anime chick, and then but not really, because there's only 2% of clothing.
I forgot to mention, one of the reasons he called her out was because someone tweeted him a tweet from her. You know what it said? It was her showing her grotesque boobs, saying "Melku."
Yeah. See, that's where you just draw the line, and you know, she kind of wasn't like that at first, but of course, as of now, like, yeah, like
she's just a fucking thought. Don't trust these thoughts, people. Don't give her attention. That's basically. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Well, I am being disrespectful. I'm not trying to try to start.
She makes a living out of her fans, or she's able to do what she does with it because of her fans, because they give her money to continue.
They're not really fans. They just send themselves because they have low standards and are having a false dream of having sexual intercourse with her in her bedroom or such.
And then they have. I mean, they also have money that they can.
This is basically just encouraging lewd cosplayers. It's kind of sending a bad signal to the legitimate.
Oh man, we were just talking about video games. Well, I guess in the sense, because because she does cosplay. She has cosplayed Samus.
Very disgusting. Samus had too many quarter pounders. Samus, no.
No, I don't want to. Like, okay, I don't know. I don't want to go there with like shaming people, but
it's not. I'm not shaming you. I'm just shaming her.
I'll call out people.
We already called out. I think it's like a tradition now. We already called out game theorists. We kind of called out people who started censoring themselves, and mostly YouTube. And now we
I mean, the reason why we do is because
it's
we used to like. Or like to some, for most part, the people we mentioned are YouTubers or whatever. Like,
except for Monica, I never liked them. Smell like fish. Don't hate on this channel. Don't hate on Haelen. If you see this, hate on me, not Haelen or this channel.
I'm not gonna respond to any or comment on whatever. But
this subject is done.
Yes, the subject is done. But. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I basically just say what people are too afraid to say.
Oh no, okay, now I remember. We call out different people, or we're probably gonna continue calling out different people. But the reason why is because, for the most part, people that we do call out, we actually used to like them at one point, or we thought they were pretty.
It's not pretty really us hating; it's just expressing.
And they're more like
they don't even have to care about us because we have no subscribers.
Exactly, so we're not relevant.
They're not gonna see this.
It's all on your head, Luigi. But, what was I saying? Oh, but more or less, we're just, in a sense, to some degree, like I said, this is all just us joking around. But to some degree, it
has some truth behind it. There's some points. It's not just.
Go on.
Just like we said the last time, maybe Game Theory was right. Maybe drawing controversy will bring views, even though we don't really necessarily care about that.
But to some degree, like I was saying, we kind of give some type of constructive criticism. It's just more like, hey, like you guys.
Except for Marble, I just said you smell like fish and called her fat.
Like I said, for most people that we call on.
Yeah.
We still like their content, or maybe we still do, but we're just saying like, hey, like it'd be kind of cool if you did the better stuff than what you're doing right now, and maybe they're just not aware of it, or maybe at the end of it being sellouts. But hey,
I can guarantee. Speaking of sellouts, speaking of Game Theory, I can guarantee you, if this is more controversy, but people gotta understand, not just him in general, but everyone who's big. I didn't even call it him. I still enjoy some of his content.
Oh yeah.
His culture shock and all that.
You got some good content still.
I got some news, or a good point. If they weren't getting paid anymore, do you really, or having some method of promoting their other work for getting paid, and if this was just all for videos and you really got nothing in return besides likes on a video, they wouldn't be doing this shit. Get an actual job.
Yeah. But I mean, what's it called? Actually, one person. He's not really a sellout, by any means. But what's his name? Peanut Butter Gamer. I was actually watching one of his videos.
How the grades have fallen.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching one of his videos today, and his older ones. And I'm just like, man. I mean, I've already known this for a while, or as of last year. It's just his content doesn't necessarily feel the same. I feel like now it's
one day someone's
forced.
We're gonna, with the gameplay included, someone's gonna talk about us like this.
One day they'll be like, man, the Kevin Haelen Show podcast. Man, I remember how they used to talk about whatever, but now they're super afraid and they want money. And YouTube's paying them, and just imagine if they didn't get paid. Maybe one full circle.
Maybe this will be uploaded on. Also, maybe we'll have a backup channel on another website or something that seems reasonable. We'll have two channels. We'll basically have a double upload on like two different websites. I don't know.
I mean, whatever happens, it's just a matter of what we're able to produce and what works best.
Yeah, I really want someone to replace YouTube already. It just seems more cancerous. The trending page is
I thought you were gonna say, man, I just really want someone to replace you.
Oh, no.
And I was like, me? And then he said tube. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, whoa. Alright, I was like, alright, I guess I'll leave.
Get your brother on.
But like you were saying, like, as far as the YouTube platform.
Yeah. It's getting stale. You're doing dumb shit. I really just want, maybe Blockbuster can make a comeback and make a rival website. Maybe people can start making their money.
You know what? I'd be down.
And and then guess what? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna upload both the videos on both the YouTube and that website.
YouTube being the backup channel, and then on Blockbuster being the main one.
And then we'll have double the money. No, I'm just joking.
Instead of subscribes, you get like
Buster points.
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
That Buster
get
points
free
would be
movie
like,
rentals. You won't get paid.
You get Buster point.
Sounds like Buddy Bucks from HEB. Too bad people who weren't born, or I don't think they do that, but too bad for people in general who were born in Texas don't know what an HEB is.
I guess let's go ahead and inform them and educate them. So people who don't live in Texas,
HEB's for drug dealing.
I mean, to be fair, they have a pharmacy.
It's street pharmacy.
More or less what a Buddy Buck is. It's you go to the cashier, and then generally if you're a child of 10 or under,
wait, that's ageist. No, that's ageist.
Generally
10.
Generally.
Oh, I see what you mean. Never mind. I misheard. I misunderstood.
Wait, let me laugh. Generally, for the kiddos, the cashiers would hand a buddy buck to the kiddos, and what
It'd be
buddy
like,
bucks are.
Here you go, little kid. It's a buddy buck.
Here you go, little kid. So what the buddy buck would serve? The buddy buck serves is that usually in every HEB there'd be, what is it? It's like, oh man, what's it called? A crane. What's it called?
Yeah, and then they had like those little ball things with stickers with numbers on.
Yeah, and it wasn't your typical crane machine. It wasn't any plushies or anything. Instead, they were
Just
gachapons. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I guess you could call them gachapons.
They were you got
To
the
some
buddy
limited
buck
extent.
and you put it in the machine, and then you go for like a ball thing capsule.
Yeah,
Gachapon
there you go,
kind of thing,
capsule.
but it just had a sticker with the points on it, like 9
Yeah.
points, whatever. And you trade that in for like whatever.
Well, no. Well, yes, that's true, but also you can't. You wouldn't just cash them all in. You'd have to find generally to be in the front of the HEB.
Yeah, it's really
little
dope. It's really
magazines or little
convex.
yeah, those little magazines, and you just slap all your buddy books in there. And the magazine itself had little like, okay, it's like, hey, if you have 20 points, you can get a pencil, an HEB pencil. Like, ooh wee. And if you get 100 points, well, guess what you get?
You get a journal.
Yeah, you get a journal. You get a backpack, like a really cruddy, cheapy backpack. But
Someone
of course,
if someone animates some of the stories or stuff we say, I'll love you forever.
oh, no, yes, that too. But please, like, animate like a creepy, like if
Red
you're not
paper
from
bag.
Texas, no,
Just don't even look at it.
You
Don't
look up
spoil
the
it.
mascot. Look at the mascot of HEB.
You look up hamburger helper.
Oh, no, wait, no. Well, if you want, go ahead and look that up too. But if you, it's just to make the whole thing relevant. Look up the mascot of HEB. Make him 10 times more creepier than he actually is. And Kevin, if you want, just show a picture of him.
Just like do the yeah, I'll do it. But also, if you can do that one scene from SpongeBob where SpongeBob had to take a picture of Patrick with the glove from Glove World, and then Patrick was scared, and like when he took the picture, he was just like scared as hell, pointing at him.
He's like, get closer. I am closer.
Dude, why do you sound like Patrick when you did that?
It's too many years of watching SpongeBob, but more or less he's like, isn't SpongeBob like, get closer, Patrick? Oh, SpongeBob, I already am close. Get closer. I am closer.
Closer.
Yeah, and finally he just like he
Freaks
awkwardly
out.
holds his. They finally get the picture taken, and the picture's just Patrick just like reaching out for the glove's hand. He's like blushing like over like 10. I mean, his face
It's
is
like
practically
definitely
10 layers
creepy.
of red. Oh yeah, but the glove, what's his name? Glovey or something like that?
I don't
The
remember.
mascot.
Yeah.
He was like a really derpy. It wasn't creepy or anything. It was just like a derpy glove. That's Hamburger Helper in SpongeBob.
It's Glover from the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 game.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No one knows who Glover is. If you don't know who he is, I hate you. No, I'm just kidding.
Went after you.
We'll play it one day. It might not be the best gameplay, but we'll see what happens.
I'd be down. That's definitely a classic I missed. You know what? Speaking of classics,
Obscure
you missing
title.
them. Obscure titles. Ape Escape.
Yes, the best series.
That one then.
It even had
sadly,
a Metal Gear crossover kind of mini game. Ape Escape 3, I believe, was 3, and it was like a full-fledged, like, couple-hour like story of like Hippo Snake, as they called him, because he was monkey with a snake, and then he beats. I'm gonna spoil it anyways. If you don't want to get it spoiled, click this time here. But basically at the end, you defeat Ocelot. Well, the monkey version of Ocelot. At the end, it's
There's a
like this
monkey
epic
version of
scene.
There's a
Yeah.
monkey Ocelot. It's pretty great.
It's like at the end, like he's Hippo Snake, as they call him, because he's the monkey version of Solid Snake.
That's pretty great.
From Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 and whatever. And he sees Snake and then he says, "Huh." I forgot what he said.
No, this is
What's
that
your
was
name? And then he's like, Gee. That's how he talks. And then basically he says, he's Snake. And that's what the subtitles said. And Snake's like, huh, pair of snakes. And
Pretty
then
great.
he's, I like that. And then they walk past each other. And then it's like this dramatic, epic music for no reason, hilariously. It just zooms in on Hippo Snake. like as they walk, like cross each other's paths and walk to their own like ways.
Wait, before you finish that, perchance is he a derpy monkey? Like, is it?
Yeah. It's just an Ape Escape monkey with Snake's headband and stuff.
That's pretty great.
And then they both turn around like when they're about to leave. And then I believe how it was he gives the thumbs up because I haven't played this in like 10 years. And then he turns around and gives the thumbs up, and then he says D D, and then I think the dramatic music might have been from like a Metal Gear game, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It was like it could have been its own game. It would have been a
crossover game. Would have been better.
It was basically it was straight up Metal Gear, but with Ape Escape stuff.
Ape Escape plus Metal Gear Kingdom Battle.
That would work. Metal Gear and Ape Escape were such a great franchise. Well, Metal Gear was until Kojima got fired. Now they have like Metal Gear like Zombies or whatever, some cliche piece of crap that no one's gonna buy. Because Konami is greedy as hell. But so are most game developers nowadays.
On a Konami topic, you actually want like do you want to know what my first Konami game was?
Let me hear it.
It was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Game Boy Advance game.
That sounds insane. Not even the Metal Gear GBA game.
But what's it called? Wait, there's a GBA Snake game or a Metal Gear game?
Yeah, I don't know if that was Metal Gear 1. I know if you buy the HD collection for PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, I know there's you get like I think for one of them, I think it's Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3. You get Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and Peace Walker, right? Which is the PSP game that's before 5. All of those games are amazing, by the way. Unfortunately, you don't get the first Metal Gear Solid. You don't get Metal Gear Solid 1, but in 3 you can have access to Metal Gear 1 and 2. Not Metal Gear Solid, but that was a pretty cool touch.
That's pretty cool.
We're getting off topic, but go on.
Oh no, but it's going back to it. It's not so okay. You may be thinking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of that. Is it the Genesis one?
No. The Game Boy one isn't a port of any of that. It's its own game. It's its own game, but of course, like I mean, it's not the worst game I played. It's pretty cool, but I feel like honestly, it feels kind of rushed.
It's probably just a cash-in. Let's be honest.
Of course,
GBA game, Konami.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be like shovelware. Like the Wii had a bunch.
It was kind of cool. Oh.
Alright, I'll just use it. Alright, go on.
What's it called? Should I could re-explain anything?
Should I just no? You don't have to.
What part did we leave off on?
Let me hear it.
You can just cut this part.
Oh, don't tell me we lost that first half, bro. When was this movie? This was
19th of October.
Yeah, no. Wait.
Around 11 o'clock.
Let me see how big this is. Oh, I think it's starting in 3 and money.
Yeah,
I think it seems like it would be like shovelware. Like the Wii had a bunch.
It was kind of cool. Oh.
Okay, I found it. Okay, cool. We didn't lose it. Thank God.
All right. So I don't have to.
I was saying about shovelware, and then it'd be.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you want to continue your story?
I don't remember where I left off, or what I was going to. I mean,
but more or less, as far as like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, it was pretty cool for the fact that this is around a time when 4Kids was pretty popular.
Bro, 4Kids was amazing. Well, at the time, before I knew they censored everything, and One Piece had Sanji. I remember you never watched One Piece or something. 4Kids, they censored a lot, even to the point where they changed voice actors. And Sanji was like, he talked literally like this. Hey, Luffy. Like just like that, like really shitty voice acting. And he used his lollipop instead of a cigarette.
Yeah, I remember that. So that era, around that time, Sonic X also came out, and the Ninja Turtle series also.
Whoa, Tails!
Ninja Turtle series came out around that time, and so this game was actually based off the show. So I was actually a pretty big Ninja Turtles fan as far as the cartoon series goes. So that's why I kind of like the game. But no, I feel like
Oh, you mean Turtles in Time?
No. It's the
Or the original?
I'm referring to the 4Kids Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, where they time travel?
So
Wasn't it
there
called
was-
Turtles?
I don't
Where
know.
they're like, not time travel.
Yes,
they're in the
there was a
future. They're in the future.
There was a series of them going into the future, but there's another series right before it where it was just like,
Oh yeah. Bro, honestly,
You know?
the future one was my shit. Bro. I like the future.
really, it was funny because right when the future one came in, like around that series, like I remember it was a pretty cool transition. What like something happened where some
Sorry.
malfunction with something of the like time happened out of nowhere. They're like, boom, they're in the future now, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's
And
like
boom,
boom, bada boom,
that
there it is.
just transitioned to like a whole new series of its own. But no, yeah, going back to the whole thing, this was before that series, and it was based off the game. The GBA game was based off of that, and it was pretty cool because it had. It's gonna be kind of funny when I say this, but it had that Masahiro Sakurai kind of
Zero Sakurai,
feel to it,
my
like
boy, Masahiro,
of course,
the legend,
the
Kirby.
legend. But
Smash Bros.
yeah, exactly. Let's compare. I got to compare it to Smash Brothers in a sense, and the reason why I say that is because one thing I liked about it, and most GBA games didn't have this, of course, with the exception of Kirby games, is that when you got an ability, or let's just say, minus the Kirby aspect of trying to get an ability to begin with, when you have an ability, when you click up A, up B, or rather just B attacks, depending on the direction you hold the D-pad and the B button, there's a whole new attack. And this is completely implemented in the Ninja Turtles game, and I feel like that was so awesome.
Yeah.
But of course, I feel like it was rushed because there's only 4 acts per each turtle.
I mean, it's a GBA game. So.
Of course, but what's it called? I mean, of course, like yeah. I mean, to some extent, they were limited to what they can do with it. But I feel like it would have been really cool. They could have maybe like so instead of like doing segments for each one, you can play the whole adventure mode, but then you can choose who you want to be, kind of like Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
Because it had the same formula to a certain extent, where you just beat up people. It's a beat 'em up. Essentially, it was a beat 'em up, but everyone had their own story. I feel like it would be kind of cool to experience the whole like a bigger adventure than smaller segments. That's like my only complaint. But yeah, that was my first going back to everything. The topic. That was my first Konami game out of all games.
I have something I just remembered. Speaking of, if you look up, okay, well, let me explain first. Going back to Smash Brothers and the idea of shovelware. Then remember when I told you they don't know about this, but I remember I texted you a time about Shrek Super Slam, competitive Shrek Super Slam.
Yes,
which is basically about competitive mode. If you go on Google right now, you can find. If any of you are not familiar, Smashboards is like the Smash Brothers forum. It's for like Smash Brothers competitive forums. There's something called Shrek boards, and there's competitive play in tournaments right now. One day, I really hope that will jokingly become like an Evo event, like a major fighting game. Just because there's stuff instead of wave dashing, they have something called a crumpet dashing, and like it's a joke in itself. But you go right now to Shrek boards. They even have an online build of the ROM, like their own custom rule set version.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
just like Melee did. It's great. Just something I felt like I needed to bring up.
Something important.
Speaking of tournaments, if you're in the San Antonio area, I don't want to spoil it.
If you're in the San Antonio area, and
One day.
you're tired of those Otaku Cafe tournaments or San Japan ones that happen once a year. We're consider. If you want, Kevin, we can get through if you want. But if not, I'll go ahead and say it up front. We're definitely considering starting out.
We're not considering. It's gonna happen. It's guaranteed.
It's gonna happen one way or another. But definitely, we're gonna hold our own tournament, and yeah, it's gonna be one of our. We've been planning this for a while already. We're trying to, we're trying to make this something, of course, equally as fun for people who are just watching.
Or better.
But of course, a pretty wonderful, not to sound cliche, but a pretty wonderful experience for the actual competitors themselves. So we're looking around all areas in San Antonio. We don't know if we should stay in one part in particular, rent a certain room somewhere.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Either way,
don't expect it soon. But
we'll definitely update you.
It'll kind of be soon. We'll keep you updated. It won't be soon, but yeah, if you're in the Texas area. Oh, also another thing is, maybe if you let's say you can't make it to tournament. Let's say you're in another tournament. Maybe you'll see us stop by and not trying to brag, but take first place.
Definitely, and of course
we gotta get the.
Speaking of which, today was actually my last day of speech class. It was a flex class, and I actually have no other flex classes beyond that point. Of course, well, I'm not done with school yet, but I'll have more times on my evenings. So me and Kevin will actually join a tournament ourselves pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll be like the best in Texas, the region.
Heck yeah! And what's it called? I think right now we're just. I mean, so far I've only found like singles out there as far as like every week or weekly tournaments, but definitely we've been looking forward to do doubles as well, because our combo with
it's not unorthodox, but it's amazing. Speaking of which, Haelen, I'm tired of playing high tiers. I'm tired of playing like these A, S tiers. I want to. Obviously, I'm gonna make villagers a B tier. It's actually that's kind of a high tier, B if you consider it. But I don't know if I'm really considering just making a low tier my main. You may know the low tier from experience, but you shall see. Maybe others will see.
But definitely, what's it called?
Yeah, play on high tier, get out of here. That's easy mode, like
that
or top tier. If you play top tier, you're basically playing easy mode. Get out! Why are you entering the tournament? You're probably not good if you play top tier. I'm just joking. We're going here.
No, we're just joking. No, yeah, me and Kevin actually don't play top tiers. Not because because it's mainstream, but simply because we just don't find them fun, to use, or we like a good challenge, and it's I don't know, it just feels cheesed. But also,
I just feel hipster sometimes when I play like Duck Hunt, or when you play Robin, and then we're just killing it.
Yeah.
Or if I'm playing Shulk. Or Samus.
There's definitely some unappreciated characters in the cast, and
shout out to Esam bringing Samus into the mainstream of Smash 4 competitive. Well, not really mainstream, but bringing her name up.
Her name out there. Definitely.
To highest tier, mid tier, high tier, up there, mid tiers, whatever.
Yeah,
but he's like underplayed. But,
for sure.
But Link's more cool because he has that wind boomerang.
I remember that one time where we were playing online doubles.
Oh yeah, and then they threw the boomerang at you and you jumped up and were shooting fire. Someone needs to animate this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so what happened was more or less, like you said, Link threw his boomerang. That was Bowser, and I wasn't too close to him, but just in case I pulled a B, and I was playing, or it was Fire Breath for Bowser, and I dodged the boomerang, but it came back, and then out of nowhere, I couldn't see the boomerang because it was on screen, and then out of nowhere, Bowser. It was just a funny scene. Like, of course, like it brought Bowser towards Link. Like, yeah, no spoiler there, but it was the funniest scene because like Bowser, like that thing took Bowser off his feet. It looked like he was flying for like a quick second.
He flew across the stage,
like,
shooting fire.
I have no idea. That was like, imagine if that was like something Bowser could do. Like Bowser, that's a scary depiction of Bowser. I mean, he's already a dragon of some sort, some turtle dragon. But imagine if he can fly. That'd be a whole another level for that dragon turtle. Haelen 2017 Dragon Turtle.
Dragon turtle. That's what he is. He's not a Koopa. He's just a turtle.
What a dragon. Oh, Kevin, speaking of Bowser, on Mario 64, are you the type of person to in the first boss, or I guess first battle of Bowser, or just in general rather, are you the guy who attempts to actually beat him with one toss towards the bombs? Yeah. Or are you the type of guy who like slowly drags him to his death? You know what I'm saying? Where like,
You know, I was always the guy who killed in one shot, but I never really thought of just slowly dragging him to his inevitable,
It's kind of funny.
demising, torturing, slaughtering death. That sounds fun.
What's it called? No, let me finish. So I was playing the DS version of Mario 64.
It's pretty solid.
And I was playing. I have both copies, the 64 version and the DS. And I've really gotten used to the 64 version where you're holding a joystick, or you're using a joystick, and of course you have to use the circle or use the joystick in a circular motion to start spinning Bowser. And the thing is, you have a D-pad on the DS. So I'm not gonna lie,
that was the one problem. Yes, the D-pad. It was.
Oh yeah.
Could you use the 3DS? Could you use the circle pad?
Yes, actually, fortunately, you can. And honestly,
okay, that just makes the game a lot better.
Experiencing DS games or going back to the games that were more 3D, honestly, the joystick does give you a better experience. And it's a little surprising because, of course, the D-pad doesn't have as many controls compared to joystick, Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has 8 controls or 8 ways you can go while joystick.
But it's not.
Somehow
it's
Nintendo,
more for
Nintendo
like
did a good
2D
job.
platformers than actual 3D.
Exactly. So I mean, what's it called? Mario Kart DS. Well, that's an old one, right? Mario Kart DS. Mario 64. What else? I don't play Kingdom Hearts, but of course the Kingdom Hearts game that came out.
I always wanted to
for
get into
the
that
DS.
series. Who knows? Maybe one day when Kingdom Hearts 3 HD comes out on the PS4 and the collection, I'll also pick up the collection, and maybe one day the video will just happen to. We'll start a retrospective. Well, not really retrospective. We'll start a series starting from the first one if we think it's fun.
Kevin, you mean not part 3, but Kingdom Hearts 2.8.9.3.7.
Well, yeah, but 3's coming out eventually. It was announced on D3 like last year.
Gives us plenty of time.
I think it's coming out like this at the end of this year or next.
I have no idea.
I forgot, but it's confirmed. But the collection's out, so we can play 2.8.96769
and play the spin-on Kingdom Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, Kingdom Poop Tarts.
Kingdom Farts.
Plus rabbits.
Plus rabbits.
Kingdom. Imagine if it was the minion. Imagine if it was those fucking minions from Despicable Me. Those annoying, autistic, yellow SpongeBob wannabe things.
I heard someone compare the minions to the
Rabbits,
but it was more on the version of the Kingdom Battle.
I kind of hate the rabbits but every time I see them troll, I always forgive them because. And it's Rayman too, man. No one even cared about Rayman until Rayman. Was it Legends or whatever? No one even knew who Rayman was. Or yes, Origins, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I am actually a huge fan of that series, or Origins and Legends.
I only played like the first one, and I liked it, but never. I think I played the second one, but that's where it all stopped.
Wait, like legitimately second, or you mean like Origins and Legends?
No, like the PS1 games, like 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, those are honestly pretty cool. Part 2, of course, I think took off a bit more, didn't it? Was it called Rayman 2 Escape of something? It was like somewhere on.
And it was on the GBA. The first one was on the GBA, but the camera was all zoomed in, so it was like complete garbage.
Not enjoyable by any means. But Part 2, definitely. I actually love the way Part 2 was designed. Of course, the story mode and all that. Or not story mode, but the way the cutscenes were, and it definitely added to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But I actually haven't played it in a long while, so I can't really give too much of a solid opinion.
It's kind of good that they made it back then and not now, because what happened with Cuphead Roll 34. I just really wanted to bring it up. It's tradition now.
Somewhere on the podcast, whether beginning or right dab in the middle, we're gonna include a Rule 34 reference.
Just for no reason. But, actually, there probably is something.
You know what?
There's like a female character. There probably is, and I don't want to look up or find out.
What's it called? I can just give you a hint. The fairies.
Yeah, I know. I just remembered that. I was like, oh wait, never mind.
Wait, do you actually recall the fairies from Origin?
I never played Origin. That's what I mean.
Oh, well, okay. The thing is, I don't know if you've seen any footage of it, but what's it called? Actually, I believe they're not called even fairies. I mean, technically they're fairies, but I feel like they're called 60s or something. I don't even know. To people who are hardcore Rayman fans, but they're like, I don't know, the way they're designed is super weird because the thing is they're like, you know, I don't want to reference this cartoon, but you know the cartoon what's it called, Total Drama
Island? Yeah.
Yeah. You know how the chicks are like drawn in that, like awkwardly
thick.
curvy.
Yeah.
But awkwardly like
they're like 16 and shit.
Take it as that design, but if you thought that wasn't thick enough, they made it even thicker, and like it's
Yeah, I know. That's what I realized. I was like,
the proportions are really weird, and like not like to body shame anything, but or anyone, but like what's it called? I just don't see that. I don't know where the direction or the reason for that.
Rule 34 was the direction.
Go. I mean, if you want to stay true to the Rayman series, Batilla, right? Batilla the fairy.
Yeah.
She didn't look nothing like Batilla the fairy in the first Rayman. She was just
a fucking fairy, like,
yeah, legitimately. Or I mean, I'm referring to the actual like, not the 3D Rayman, but the actual like platform.
Yeah, I know. I forgot there was a 3D Rayman.
Yeah. She was just like she almost looked like Rayman. She had no limbs too, right? She just had floating hands or floating gloves rather, and she just wore a cape of some sort, and that's it. And then no by any means was she like that thick.
Fan service.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, they decided to go that direction.
Add thick fairies to the title of this video. It's under the subjects. Momo-kun.
You know, wow, we actually I can't believe we covered that. I just realized we covered thick people.
Well,
wow.
I call it grotesque, but
that was our second podcast. This is our second podcast.
Yeah, it's accidentally ended the recording, but I still have it.
What's it called? But anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, okay, enough of the controversy. We already had our feeling. Because everyone has enough to clip out and take out of context and use against us.
But I really just want to talk about Rayman Origins, or both Legends and Origins, because honestly, the games, honestly, both of them really just, at the end, it kind of ends up being those type of games where you had to memorize, okay, there's an obstacle here, because at some points you have to really go fast to the point where you can't really, kind of like Sonic, where you can't comprehend what's going to hit you.
Like kind of like Super Meat Boy, but not really, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, you can actually kind of compare it to that. Super Meat Boy takes it a bigger step further, but to some extent Rayman has that type of aspect where you have to keep on kind of going through the same obstacles until you remember the right thing. But one thing I do like about it, respectively, is that the art style, and of course the way that everything's animated. And just a little background, me and Kevin actually are graphic designers.
Yeah.
So we, as far as like aesthetics and all that crap, like
we're kind of like, yeah, we're different, and we both kind of draw, but we're different, but it meshes well together.
We're just graphic designers. I mean, graphic designers aren't the same. You know, everyone's different.
We know how to design. We know how to draw.
Of course, we all have our different styles, but what's it called? I mean, we both have sense of aesthetic and what makes games appealing as far as like art style. Yeah. So.
Music,
but oh yeah, what's it called? Ubisoft. They created a new thing, or they created something called another smaller group to make the whole Rayman series, which is called UbiArt. And basically, they invent UbiArt, and they invented basically their own version of Flash.
Is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft? I thought it was Ubisoft. Is it like you're called Ubisoft?
I think I was unconsciously.
It might have been me. I thought it was Ubisoft. I'll have to check back, but because it kind of reminds me of this is off topic, but real quick. But is it like the European thing? Is it like how Europeans instead of saying Adidas, they say Adidas? Adidas. I mean Adidas. They say Adidas. Adidas.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of funny.
I might be completely wrong, and there's something to call me out saying.
To be fair, it's Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, idiot. Oh.
Yeah,
tuna, you fat lard. Tater Tots.
Tater Tots?
I mean, Tater Tots. No. I meant Tater Tots, not Tater Tots. I was thinking of Momo-kun. She's built like one.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not. Momo-kun was the last person I thought we were gonna talk about in this podcast.
It's because I brought up Low Tier God, and then
that was the last thing I thought we were gonna go. But
I think because I used to call. No one knows who this is. There used to be this girl that was in our high school days who was a complete her name was Brittany. She was basically a and she got fat. Well, not fat. I'm trying to fat shame. She kind of did, but how her body grew was she was like a tater tot. This is sounds like cyberbullying. I'm gonna stop right there. And you can guess why I got that word. All right, but go on, Haelen. I don't know if I should cut that, but go on. I'll just leave it in for shock value. The gameplay is like PG. The podcasts are still PG, but like PG-13. So you'll get like if you ever want something uncensored, here it is. This is as uncensored as it can get before.
We didn't specify anything specific about her, so maybe I don't know. I guess
I might have to cut it out, but
just to be safe. Just to be safe, just cut out her name, replace it with.
I'll just say something over it, like how Vine Sauce did. I'll just say every time I cuss, I'll just say something else.
Just replace it instead of saying her name. Just say, "Oh yeah, her name or her name is Crystals" or something like that. I don't know. But,
okay.
But more or less, yeah, she got out of proportions.
It was weird. It wasn't like natural, like the car. It wasn't.
What's it called?
Alright, but going back on topic.
Yes.
Tater Tots.
Rayman.
I accidentally said that. No, why'd you call me out?
I thought you were being serious about that. That was like that's. I don't know if I should compliment you on how clever that is or how funny it is.
I completely forgot. Oh my god! All right, go on.
But yes, so we can make this video game related. No, more or less, Rayman Origins. The platform it was made on, as far as like the way they animated Rayman and their other characters, it wasn't any like Flash or Toon Boom or any of that crap. It was their own
drawn
program. Yeah, own program.
They're on the wait, what did it use Unreal? Didn't it use Unreal 3 though? Or something?
No, it did not. It completely was their own software. Like they developed their own software specifically for that. Yeah, and the reason why I know that's because
Rayman Origins.
I believe both were.
Oh.
Yeah, but the reason why I know so much about it is because, like I said, I still am a pretty big fan. But when I first got the game, Rayman Origins, just everything that, as far as like, I'm a pretty big sucker for aesthetics, and this game had a lot of aesthetics, like from the backgrounds, the animated backgrounds, to the actual characters, the music. Well, I guess music is an aesthetic, but everything just fits so well. And the cool things about Rayman, besides aesthetic, is that there's abilities. Kind of had that type of a Crash kind of feel where you beat a boss and then you get a new ability, and the abilities were like punching, floating, gliding, turning small, which is probably someone's fetish out there. You should probably cut that off.
No, it's gonna stay.
You know what was super weird or super awkward about the shrinking ability though?
What?
It was okay. So the world or island that you were for that one was like a food island. So the fairy for that one was like this fat girl.
Welcome.
And she was like, I'll give you the. No, Momokun is actually really, really pale. The chick I'm talking about, as far as the fairy, she's rather more dark complected.
Yes. Okay, never mind.
No, I do not. But more or less, like she's this fat girl, and she's like, "I give you the ability to shrink," and I'm just like, "Okay." I don't know. And all she did was spend time eating.
Sounds like.
Go on.
Never mind. Okay, good.
Though you said it sounds like, but
sound like Squidward.
Sounds like someone I know.
That sounds like a video game. Like it seems like one of those investigation games.
Was she really the culprit?
You know, it sounds like Indiana Jones from the LucasArts games. Those are amazing.
Bro,
That's
LucasArts
funny.
games. Oh, wait. Go on.
Those funny click games from LucasArts were great. Like the little ones.
I'm actually not familiar with. Oh wait, no, I actually am familiar with them. I
Like
actually
Tentacle and the thing.
have. No, wait, never mind.
You don't know about Tentacle?
No,
The purple tentacle?
no.
It's like look it up.
All right, give me a sec.
LucasArts purple tentacle guy. How do you not know?
Purple tentacle guy. Guy. I'm literally like, typing all that. Oh,
It was a PS Plus free game.
yeah. I'm familiar with
But
it.
you know, I haven't turned my PS4 on in a while because you know I'm waiting for more opportunities in the homebrew department.
No, but okay. On the real though, a LucasArts game I actually owned was a PC one. It wasn't a Battlefront game. It was something completely different. It was so from what I remember, you weren't a fan. I mean, you're not necessarily a fan of Star Wars. Just that you haven't seen Star Wars, correct?
No, I've seen the first three.
Okay, like the original three or like the new three?
The original three, like the
So, like,
VHS
Lucas-
type of shit.
Okay. All right. So the next three that came afterwards, or at least the first one, A New Hope. This is the one where it's of course baby Anakin, not baby kid Anakin.
Wait, hold up. I had to fact check something. So this is off topic, but we were talking about the purple tentacle thing. That reminded me when I told my friend he was trying to find out Grimace, I think was his name for McDonald's. And I was like triggered that day, and I was like, I don't know, just search retarded purple guy, and then the Grimace came up for McDonald's, and it was the funniest thing ever. But now because of FNAF, it's not gonna be that all the time.
Rip.
I don't know if he's still there. Alright, go on. Oh wait, what? What is this? I gotta save
What?
this just so I can.
What?
I found an image of My Little Pony, but it's like it looks like a mutilated pony.
Oh no.
Ever go on?
And what you searched up was purple retarded tentacle guy or what?
Retarded purple guy.
Oh, I see.
Do you see the horse?
Hold up, no, I need to look it up myself. Purple tentacle guy. Wait, what'd you look up again? Purple tentacle guy or what?
Retarded purple guy. I'm gonna have to censor that.
Yeah. Wait up. Oh my gosh! Wait, I found something totally different. I found a derpy Grimace.
Yeah, I know. Do you see Sans from Undertale?
I do. Yeah, I do indeed.
Do you see what's next to him? Do you see the horse?
Yeah, it's really creepy. I don't know how I feel about this.
Grimace looks so derpy. What's wrong, Ronald Coon? Could it be you're craving my McNuggies? That's a save in the gallery. That's in my memes here.
You know what?
We got off topic. We'll continue what you were saying.
Yeah, I think what's it called? Yeah, I guess so. This topic will be that this will be our final topic before we call it. But more or less, I don't even know if I want to keep on talking about Rayman. After all the
We
other
just threw
juicy
ourselves
topics.
off so bad.
Yeah, so I can't find the relevancy.
Think we should call him?
You know what? I think that was a good way to good last topic to.
Grimace from McDonald's.
And I found something more suggestive on Google Images, but I'll talk to you. I'll tell you after the podcast. But nonetheless,
Any last words, Ham?
no. Besides, that concludes our second podcast.
Anyways,
I hope you guys
hope you
enjoyed it.
had enjoyed this podcast. Hope you have a great day.
Or good
And until
night.
next time.
See you guys. Peace.